I hope everybody can hear me. Hey, Mary. Hey, Renee. Thank you both for being here. Can you hear me okay? Hey, Soldier. How you doing, bro? Can you hear me? Hello? Where's my hand? There. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing all right. How's everybody day going today? Did y'all have a good day? For some dumb reason, it took a while for the StreamYard to get the cam to come on. It kept saying the browser had disconnected or something. I don't know what it was talking about. I just know that it took forever just for the camera to come on. Right now, I'm doing two different things at one time. Well, three, counting talking to awesome people like you guys. I've got the K2 going in the room with me just to see if I get any spikes or anything. And I've got a app running over here beside me. It's been this little app has been going off every so often. Every every once in a while it'll beep and beep and beep. Then it'll get quiet. I think they like to play with it sometimes. So to keep it from being loud, I've got this ear over here plugged into the phone, and that way when it beeps, I'll know that it's lit up. And this ear here is plugged into this phone, so I can talk with you guys. Yeah, yeah, I'm in Montgomery. You see, I've been getting a lot of activity in here. That's the reason why I wanted to get these things turned on. I wanted to see if I couldn't at least catch a little bit of it. There's a few. I know of a university here that is rumored to have I don't know if it's a dorm or what part of the building, but there's part of the building is believed to be spooky. And I'm sure there's a lot more than just that one. I mean, I haven't really been able to find too much because the internet only does what somebody puts into it. But there are books that came out in I want to say the early '90s that talk about all the different ghosts here in Alabama, and Montgomery was one of them. And I know where I was at yesterday might, I have to stress the word might, be a little bit haunted. I mean, I really don't know. You'd have to see the video. I would have made a lot longer video than what I did, but unfortunately, the phone said I ran out of memory and it cut the camera off. It could be Faulkner. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up and see. But yeah, the phone said I ran out of memory and it shut the camera off. So I had to go to the second phone, the one that I use for all my apps, and record the last, I think, 8, 9 minutes of it. And then I had to spend all afternoon trying to figure out how I was gonna. I'll be still in a minute. Trying to figure out how I was gonna be able to piece the two videos together because they're on two different phones. And what I ended up doing was taking the small one, and I think I uploaded it to Drive, and then downloaded it to the other phone, pieced it together, reduced the quality of it because one video was over 900 megs, and the other one, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I uploaded it to, yeah, Google Drive, the short one, and then it took forever for Google Drive to finally process it to where I could download it back to the other phone. That's what took so long because it was close to a whole gig by the time you piece them both together. But after I did the edit, which wasn't a whole lot, just a little bit at the beginning, a little bit in the middle, and sliced off the end, I reduced it from, I think it's 720p down to 360, and it was a little over 300 megs by the time I done that. Yeah, Google Drive is slow as crap. I mean, I wish there was a better way of doing it. I've been trying to figure out how to put the video on an SD card, and that way I could swap it from one phone over to the other. But I ain't figured out how to do it yet. But yeah, here in this room, there seems to be a little bit of activity. I see every once in a while a shadow will move out the corner of my eye, and I have actually seen a orb. Yeah, I have the micro SD inside the phone I'm using right now, and I formatted it today just to make sure it's completely empty, and it's like a 32 gig SD card. So I'm hoping I can figure out how to transfer it from the phone to the SD card in case that ever happens, and that way I can just go right back to recording. Have it transferred to the SD card. The memory on the phone will go back to normal. Actually, I didn't bring them home with me. Actually, uh, one of them has been with me since I was 7, and another one actually did come home with me from a camping trip that I took back in June. Yeah, I wish I could afford a 5G. I mean, this one, I don't think it is a LG, and I know for a fact the small one's not. I mean, I only paid 25 for the small one, and the bigger one here is it's old and it's not worth much. But the one I'm using right now is a AT&T Alcatel, so it's a cheap phone, and the small one is a simple mobile I don't, I don't think it. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's simple mobile phone for $25. And I figured, with simple mobile, you can get the prepaid card for like $32 total, like 25 dollars for the card, but then they add tax and then they add a $2 charge on top of it. Mm. So then you know the one I'm talking about because we both have the same type. Yeah, I mean I like the way it is because it's kind of big compared to my other one, but and it works good. I just can't afford the monthly prepaid cards for it. I mean, right now I'm trying to get the simple mobile card turned on, and it's going to be 32 or $33 a month for that. But once I'm able to do it, though, I'm going to have it turned on, and that way, wherever I go, at least I'll have Wi-Fi. But yeah, one of them came home with me from a camping trip, and I did that back in June, and that was that trip was really good because we did a investigation at a summer camp that has been closed since the 80s, and we went into one of the cabins. I had a K2, and two other people had a K2. Hey, Ali, I'm so glad you could make it, but I stood over on one side next to the bunks, and we all kind of fanned out. And the K2 I was holding, it started pegging like crazy. Now, here's the funny thing about this: somebody else came over. Yeah, mm-hmm. Uh, somebody else with a K2 came over and put their K2 meter right next to mine, and you would think their meter would go off also because they're touching each other side by side. But mine was steadily going back and forth. Where's my hand? There it is. Going back and forth from green to red. Theirs never lit up one time. I even had somebody come walking over with their meter, and I swapped with them. We got to try to debunk whatever we can. So I thought maybe it could be a battery, could just be a bad K2. I borrowed the one he had, and it went right back to going from green to red, green to red, over and over. It was going so fast, it looked like it didn't even stop cutting off. Well, yeah, that is odd. It followed us from the cabin through the side, outside of it, down the paths to all the different cabins we walked into, and nobody else really had a reading. There was one person that I know that was there. Hers would go off a little bit, but mine was steadily going off. Now it would die down. It would quit for a few minutes. But then whenever I stood still, that thing would start going off again. Now the cabins that we were in had no power. All the electricity had been shut off years ago. So there was no way I was getting some kind of interference from a like a wall outlet or whatever. So I'm believing. And while I was there, I felt something. The first cabin that we walked into, I felt something on my right side, right at my pocket, tugging on my pants. Like a little girl or a little boy, whatever, standing right beside me, tugging on my pants. And after that happened, they were doing a live stream, and somebody had seen it and told them that there was a little girl standing right beside me. Okay, I'm seeing a shadow right behind me, right there, my my right shoulder. But and it's not me because I'm moving my hand in my lap and it's not me. But they said that they could feel, they could see or feel whatever, that there was a little girl standing beside me tugging on my pants. Now I didn't say a word to nobody. I've been in one years ago next to a lake. Whoa, slow down. Cabins are crazy to be in, especially on a haunted location. Now the thing about that, Ollie, is the summer camp that we were in, they did not advertise, they did not say anything about it being haunted. They didn't even know if it was. And there was a lake there too, nice sized lake. Night you can see a woman in white walking around the lake shore. Man, something may have been trying to send you a message like, did something happen at the camp? That's what I'm wondering. Renee, that's a good question. I went to that camp as a kid. I went swimming there. I didn't attend the actual camp, but I have never, because I grew up in that area, and I have never heard of anybody dying while they were there. So I don't know if it has a history or not. But I'm believing that whatever it is that was tugging on my pants may have come back with me. And I do know for a fact that the one with me, because there's three that I'm aware of inside here with me, and there's two outside. Hey Amber, thanks for coming. Oh, you haven't missed too much. We just really got started. We were talking about the trip I took back in June to a summer camp that closed back in the '80s, and how I think maybe something possibly followed me home while I was there. Just a second, let me get caught up. Amber, I'm going to be looking for those videos now. Ours was a school trip, and kids and older people had told us the leaders didn't. Yeah, most times the leaders don't want to talk about it. I don't know why. I have actually never, to the best of my knowledge, I've never had a experience while on a trip with a class or anything. All of mine have been when I've grown up. It's always been at home, and now I'm actually going out trying to find places. And yesterday, well, I guess it would help if I even turned it on. Sorry. Uh, I was telling Troy a few minutes ago that I've got two different earpieces plugged in. The one on my left is plugged into my phone, so I can hear anybody that may be talking to me. The one here on my right ear is plugged into my other phone. I haven't actually read anything about it, Troy, but I have heard of it, and I've heard of Padawan. Oh yeah, I can't pronounce that word, but I have heard that name before. Potawatomi. I can't pronounce it. But for everybody just coming in, the earpiece in my right is hooked up to my other phone so that the app, when it goes off, I'll be able to hear it. And it's been going off today. I've been playing around with it, and every so often it would just go off one time, and then sometimes it would go off two or three times in a row real quick. Investigate this as well. Yeah, Renee, you're right. I've seen the police cam videos you're talking about, where you heard something in a closet, and she sent her coworker in there to check it out, and there, I think it was a little girl laughing. Might have been what they heard. And then, did you see the footage where they went back and up at the top of the stairs? You're standing. The body cam is at the door, looking up, and there's an officer climbing the staircase. And did you see where somebody poked their head around the side and then ducked back? I've seen that. I want to say I saw it on Sir Spook's channel, but they heard a little girl laughing in the closet, and they walked in there, and they looked, and there was no toys that you could play with that would make a laughing sound. There was nothing in there that would do it, but it freaked them out. And then, like I said, they came back later because they had they had reports about lights in the house being turned on, and I think there might have been one report of somebody seeing a woman in a window. Yeah, I saw Franco's thermal. I sure did in the cemetery. There was two different ones. He did the thermal where he's looking at some kind of marker off in the distance, and you can see the shadow. Where's my hand at? Like, you can see the shadow in the center, and slowly, you turn my hand like this, like that. Okay, slowly it started to go down like it was going underground. Uh, Troy, are you talking about the house where the murder took place, or the cemetery? Because I would go to both of them. Okay, yeah, yep. And he took a teddy bear or something with him. God, that was three thermal cams because he did two in a cemetery, plus the one you're talking about. Oh, I missed it because there was activity. There might have been a. It could have been Ollie. You never know. Oh yeah, Bobby Mackey. Okay. Uh, let's see, Bobby Mackey was the one that's got the basement, right? That's the bar. Yeah, I have to. I got to see what it's all about myself. That's why I go out and investigate. I don't get to do it very often, and so far with the schedule that I have, I've only been able to go to like two or three places, and I'm still trying to get to the cemetery. Not really to do a full head-on investigation, but I am going to take the K2 with me and the spinner and maybe the phone with the apps on it. Yeah, you can actually, Ollie, you can not only can you see it, but there's times when you can actually feel the the presence just by being there. And you walk into a room or a closet or whatever, and you can automatically feel it. Yeah, the Queen Mary would be so wonderful if I could actually go there, especially stay in that one room. Yeah, Renee, you're right. There's a lot of places in Columbus that people see. Omar and what's his name? I always forget the name, but Hunting the Dead, I think is his channel name. And they went to what was it, Crybaby Bridge? Hey KJ, thank you for coming. You been doing okay? Jody. Yeah, thank you, Amber. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name, but yeah, they do a lot of investigations together. I would love to hear the story behind how them two met and started I don't started collabing together. Put it that way, because Omar's been around for a while. He's a great guy, and Jody, well, shoot, he's been around. Oh, I'm feeling a lot better today. I think it had something to do with the investigation I did yesterday. Maybe that perked me back up. I really don't know. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. That's why I keep coming over here and getting a cup and moving it. I've got 2 cups of coffee in here plus something else to drink if I get thirsty. While we do this, I haven't heard the song yet. I keep saying I want to, but I just haven't taken the time. I won't say I haven't had time. And I feel bad because I have a lot of respect for Omar and I do want to hear it. I live by coffee. I keep a cup right there beside me when I'm sleeping. And during the night when I wake up and I'm thirsty, I just roll over, grab it, take me a sip. Wake up in the morning, I don't care if it's cold, I'm still going to drink it and then go get me a fresh cup. Hey, Rob, I'm glad you can make it too. Thank you for being here. Let me see something. All right. Rob, thank you for trying to help me earlier today. I don't think I'm going to be able to do what I wanted to, but there is. Hang on, guys. I don't being jerky. There's got to be some apps I can find where I can transfer over to the SD. So far, the K2 is not going off, which I wasn't sure if it would. And at the moment, the other the app thing that I'm using is being real quiet. You know, I guess they're taking a break. I don't know because, uh, like I said earlier today, it was kind of active. Yeah, and I read that his son was in the video. I'm probably going to watch that tonight. Make it a point to to watch it and enjoy it because I do have a lot of respect for the man and I want to support him as much as I can because he deserves it. I just wish yesterday during that recording, the investigation that I done, I wished I could have caught at least one EVP, but I didn't get a chance to do that. And I've watched it two, maybe three times, and I didn't hear nothing. So she didn't speak to me. Yep, Ollie, you're right. And it really amped up this year. But it makes you wonder, is it more this year because of things going on around us? Or is do we feel like it's more because we have had to slow down our lives because of the virus and we are now more open to being able to pick up on it? Well, Amber, I definitely want to see that. Renee, are you leaving? 'Cause- okay. Well, thank you for being here, Renee, and I hope you have a great night. Well, I can't say that because I don't know what my foot size is. I can put on a pair of sneakers and it could be 10 and a half. I could put on a pair of boots and it could be 11 and a half. So I don't know what my size is. Hey, Bloomin' B, so glad you can make it. Yeah, Ollie, I want to agree with you, but it is something to think about, and really makes you wonder why. Why is it all of a sudden? Yeah, because of what's going on around us. But okay, you go ahead and do that. We'll wait for you. Uh, yeah, we know that because of what's going on around us. But my question is, what is it that's causing them to be as active more so now than it was? Because you wouldn't think that they would be this active any other time. So is it because we have had to slow down, or is it something else that we haven't even thought about? Hey Terry, okay, I'm trying to stay caught up. Hang on. What, what did you say? What did you say? What did you say? It's it. Did you have a good day, Terry? It's got to be. I mean, I can understand. You take Jenny for an example. Right across the road from where her and her family live, somebody's cutting down the trees. So they live right across from a big, huge wooded area. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Terry. So because of them, whoever it is, killing the wildlife and disturbing the animals that live there, the activity has increased in her area. So I can understand that. But we're talking about a big, huge global increase. Okay, Amber, hurry back. We'll still be here waiting on you. So, okay, finally it just went off. And I know it wouldn't me putting the cup down because my hand is right here. Yeah, Rob, it's definitely out of alignment. So how can we get it back in alignment? I mean, is there any way that we might be able to? Because everybody's talking about how things will never be the same as it was before. What we are experiencing right now is going to become the new norm for everyone. So if that's true, then we better, those of us like you and I that look into these things, investigate it, and have a passion for it, people like us have better prepare ourselves for a long time of hyperactivity with the paranormal. Hey, Smoking Joe, how you doing? We started watching the uh, investigation into Amy's mom's office or her office, the one that she done Saturday night. I started watching that today, and I got about halfway through it when all of a sudden the internet started cutting off. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Let's see, it's Halloween night. It's going to be a full moon, and isn't it going to be a blood moon on top of it? Yeah, I'm old school too, Rob. But I like how we have slowed down because it gives everybody time to realize what they have and be able to appreciate the things around them. But I think Halloween night is, I know there's not been a full moon on Halloween for like a very long time, if ever. But I want to say it's either a full moon with a blood moon or something like that. It's supposed to be two special things going on that night that has never happened before. Now that night's going to be crazy. I wonder, with everything going on around us, if hang on, guys. Oh, it's a big glass. Okay. I'm wondering if a blue moon. Thank you. That's what it was. Um, with everything going on around us, how much are we going to be able to do on Halloween night? All right. Have a great night, Rob. Thanks for being here. And be sure to drive safe when you start to leave now. Well, it seems like tonight may be a slow night for me around here because at the moment nothing is really active. The K2 has not been going off. This app has only gone off one time. What time are you going to be going to the cemetery? You're going to do it around 11, 10, or 11 right before midnight? Or are you going to try for a 3 a.m. trip? I can already see Joe coming up with a joke. Jojo, what are you snacking on tonight? Because I know you've got something. Oh, it just went back off again. So they must have heard me. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the best time to go. I would show you the app, but I'd have to sit here and just. You'd have to sit. You would have to sit there and watch it while I'm talking to you, and that would not be very entertaining. Just sit there and look at a screen, waiting for it to light up one time. Good night, Allie. Thank you for coming. You have a great night too. Are you kidding, Troy? KJ would kick their butts. They better be scared of KJ instead. Mm-hmm. Last week, I forget what day it was, but thank you, Allie. But it was during the daytime. I was leading the horses back over to a field, and okay, Joe, you have a great night. Thanks for coming. But I got all of them but one where I wanted them to be headed to, and the other one was lagging behind. So I'm just watching, making sure they stay on the path they're on. And broad daylight, oh, now you're starting to get active. And five of them was together. They were up ahead, so they moved on. The last one, how about lighting up the red one? You keep going with blue. No, red. You keep doing blue. Go red. Come on, you can do it. Light that one right there up. But after the five got a little ways off, I noticed a shadow right outside the tree line, walking toward the trees. Broad daylight now, nothing around it. Because my first thought was horse shadow, but it was a human shape walking, going toward the tree line. That's still blue. Listen, I say red, that one, and it got no, that's yellow, red, right there. That's yellow, red, that one. Sorry, guys. Welcome back, Amber. Uh, it got to the trees, and you could actually see it start to disappear as it walked through the tree line. You know I can do it now? I mentioned how it started to get a little active, and now it's just constantly going off. And lighten up the blue light. So I was telling it to well, light the red one up. Then it started lighting. That's still blue. Do the green. So I told it to light the red, and all of a sudden it lit the yellow. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can't swap this around and let you see what I'm talking about because I'm gonna move this that way. That did not just. Yeah, that was me. Okay. Let me see if I can't swap this somehow. Hang on. Settings maybe. Camera. Facing. Rear facing. Oh, I said facing back. Yeah. That. Okay. That's the. This right here is the app I already showed you guys, but excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I believe it is colorblind. No, that's still blue, and that's still yellow. I said red. Maybe you don't understand. Blue, green, yellow. I want that one. I want the red one. I ain't gonna touch it for you. Let's see if I can't. That's the cord for my headpiece. This one right here. Light, light that one up. That's red. Now you watch. It's gonna get quiet again. But anyway, you could see the human shaped shadow walk across the path and into the tree line, and you could actually see it dissipate and disappear as it went through the trees. What? Nothing? I bet if I told you to do blue, you'd pick a different color, wouldn't you? You trying to be difficult tonight? If you're trying to be funny, light it up. Any color, it don't matter. If you're just messing with, playing a joke, making me laugh, light one of them up. You're not picking on me? You know you like to do that. Yeah, good idea, Amber. Sweetie, would you light up one of them that's your the same color as your eyes? If you have blue eyes, will you light it up? If you have green eyes, will you light it up? I don't think you have red eyes. If you have brown eyes, you could like the red one. It'd be green, blue, brown would be the red one, and hazel could be yellow. Yeah, I know it, KJ. That's what I'm hoping for. Also, I put the camera on you, and you're gonna get quiet, and that's just not even funny. All right, I'm gonna unplug the. Don't cover the lens. All right, now you're gonna see it go off, but it's gonna be because of my hands. That this because of me. Because see, that's my hand on it. There. And it's still going to be me because I'm going to bump the volume up. There. All right. Maybe too many spirits to drink up there. It's KJ, I'm still waiting for it to go red, and it's not going to. But at least, hey, wait a minute. How did I do that? Camera. There's got to be a quicker way. Right. But at least, hopefully, camera's going to come back on. There we go. All right. Welcome back, Terry. You only miss the app not, well, you missed them not wanting to do what I asked them to do. They were picking on me. Hopefully, whenever it goes off again, you'll be able to hear it. All right. Is that the only word they know how to say? Mom, mom, mom. That's what I knew as a kid. I said mom all the time. I'm not putting the camera on you. You go ahead and light it up. And you do blue if you want to. It's not going to hurt my feelings much. You're welcome, Tammy. Mm, yeah, I wish my mom was still with me because I actually do miss being able to, talk to her and just walk in a room and go, "Hi, mom." You know, I know while she was with me, that's still in my ear. Take that out. I know while she was still with me, I know I loved her, but you never know how much you truly love somebody until they're gone. Yeah, you see now, y'all are so lucky. Y'all have kids and grandkids. I don't have none of that, so I don't know what it's like to have some walk, a, a son or a daughter walk up and say, "Dad." I don't know how that feels. So I always envy people like all of y'all who have a family because y'all get to see the love in their eyes that they have for you, and you can feel it even though they may not say it. You can feel it. Yeah, Amber, it took me a long time not to try to do that with my mom because I took care of her for like 6 years full time. I was her healthcare provider, and I lived with her and just fully took care of her. Gave her her medicines, cooked for her, cleaned for her, did the shopping, took her to the doctor, um, did the yard work, maintenance on the house. I mean, I did everything for her, and it really hurt losing her. Now my dad, he passed away in 2000, and we had a very rocky relationship. But even when I lost him, it still hurt. Right before he passed away, me and him did mend the the fence. We actually started getting closer together, but unfortunately, he only lived a year at the most. The doctor said 12 months, and that was in November, but he passed away August the next year. Yeah, Troy, I believe it is. I mean, a lot of parents, they may want to disagree with you. They may want to say that you got the stress of this and you got the stress of this, but they're not looking at it both sides of the coin. They're only looking at one side. You got to look at how you get to teach your kids how to grow up to be responsible, how to grow up to be caring. You get to give them the knowledge that you have had while you've lived your life. Yeah, Terry, you're right. I've heard a lot of people say that. Okay, Jay, I'm sorry to hear that, and you may not believe me, but uh, you were never fully alone. I agree with you, Amber. Hey, look, do me a favor. Since you don't want to play with the lights, go light that thing up. All you gotta do is put your hand on it; it'll light up. It don't have blue, but it's got yellow and red and green on it. So go over there and light that thing up one time. Try to make it go red. To make it go red, you're gonna have to hold it for a second. You gotta put your hand there, but go try to make that thing light up. Play with it for a few minutes. Well, that's good. I'm glad you do. No, and don't worry, it don't make no noise. So this makes noise. Let me show you. See, that makes noise. That don't. Go, go over there and play with it. Yeah, I believe we have, Amber, a family that you cannot beat, a family that you are so thankful to be a part of, and a family that you know, regardless of what's going on around you, they're going to be right there to lend a shoulder for you to lean on, and a family that will sit there and support you, give you advice, share their love, listen to you whenever you want to just get something off your chest. I really wish y'all could have seen that thing lighten up because I didn't get it on camera, so nobody is going to have a reason to believe that every time I'm talking over there to it, it's because it's lighting up. I mean, I have no proof of it, but I wish I could have caught it. Yes, we do. We do, KJ. I agree with you. I know it looked like at times tonight I may have been talking to myself, but trust me, I wasn't talking to myself. That thing was going off. I'm telling you, that thing over there was steadily going off. Now, yesterday, see, I'm wondering, or I have been wondering, Terry, I agree with you. When I started mine, I didn't know anything about the close knit family that you could have. I mean, I started it because I just wanted to show people what I enjoy doing and put it out there. And then after I started meeting each one of y'all and fell in love with each one of y'all. And next thing I know, I got this great family that I'm a part of. And looking back, all I wanted to do was just put out videos. So it's gone from something simple to something really awesome. Well, that's the way I feel, Amber. I mean, if anybody comes down here in my way, I mean, I would love to do a collab. But hey, Peggy, um, are you on Twitter? You can send it to me on Twitter if you want to. I'm waiting to see if maybe she can send the screenshot to me on Twitter. Bama's Burgers. Yeah. Hang on here. Did you do that or did I do it? If that was you, go ahead and do it again. I didn't think you did. Let me see something here. No, I'm gonna have to do it on this one. Hey Gary, glad you could make it. Let me, yeah, that right there. Uh, I gotta figure out how to do a private chat thingy. Okay, never mind that. Never mind that. Ah, what the heck just happened? Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay. Which cemetery are they in? What did I miss? What the heck did I miss? Well, Amber, I hope the goats are going to be okay. Okay, that's what it is. Is there any way you might be able to find out, Terry? You cut off. Cut that off. All right. All right. Let's see. I know I got you on here. Yeah. Clear that. I went ahead and decided to shut that one app down and try something different. I'm still waiting for the K2 to start going off. I have not seen it actually go off yet since I got it, like 2, 3 weeks ago. And like an idiot, I forgot to take it with me yesterday. You're welcome, Amber. There's two, and I hope I say this right. There's two Nigerian dwarf goats here. They're itty bitty. Yeah, please do. Okay, Terry? Peggy, you can email it to me, or um, if you're on Twitter, you can send the screenshot to me there. But I would really like to see it. Can you tell us what you caught or what you think you caught? What was you gonna say? Disjointed. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah, they are spunky, and these are like so small. I mean, when I was told Nigerian dwarf goats, I never realized that they were going to be itty bitty. These are the size of a house cat. That's how small they are. Well, I've never used the dowsing rods. I've seen other people use them, and I don't think I've actually even seen one in person. Uh, is he stubborn? Because if he's stubborn, it's the same thing. Now with these goats, I was outside. They were running around, and I hadn't seen them that morning. So when I noticed that they were out there, I got down on the ground, got on my knees, and I tried to get to me to see my hand. I waited for one of them to look at me, and I went like this with my hand. I went like, "Come here, come here, come here," and the little goat took off running, came straight up to me. I leaned forward and I said, "Give me a kiss." Covered, disjointed, covered, and the little guy just leaned forward, just gave me just the sweetest little kiss. Way stubborn, huh? Then yeah, I think it could be the same thing. Covered case. All right. Now most of you already know that when they use this app, they talk, and I can't see what. Now I've already gotten disjointed, covered, and now case, and the K2 is not going off. I used to do the tarot uh, back in the early '90s. I had my own cards and got to where there was people that would actually come up to me for a reading, the people that I didn't even know, and they had heard, so they came up wanting a reading, and of course, I was always happy to give them one. And Gary, why are you being so quiet? Is Gary lurking? Did he fall asleep? I'm still trying to get the necrophonic. I uh, I forgot about tax, and I bought a play card for $10 and haven't been able to use it. So I got to go back and get another card so I can get the necrophonic. Emma. All right. Now I wish Troy or let me get to where you can see before it changes. Okay, Emma, Troy or Amy was here, because if one of them was here, they could tell you that that name has come up a few times. Now, especially with me, I've gotten it at least 3 times. I'm a little bit confused, Amber. Or are you saying that it's a little scarier with the necrophonic or without it? Yeah, I believe it is. I mean, I've never used it, but I've uh, seen Amy use it. Troy has used it, and I think Jody and Omar. I don't know about Franco. I don't remember if he ever used one or not, but there's a lot of people that use it. Just got halt. Now, trying to get to where you can see. Okay, Troy, you have a good night. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, um, I hear them too, and it makes me wonder if it's somebody that I can't. Will you slow down? Give me time to show everyone. Uh, if it could be somebody around the corner, I am noticing you. You ain't doing what I ask. Go light the K2 meter up. Make the lights go green and red over there, okay? Would you want to say something else? Pair. Again? Okay. Well, you want to be active. I don't mind. Just go light that K2 up for me. Zachary. I have not gotten his name before. Can I move it now because I can't see what people are saying? No? Low. Carry. Okay, I'm missing what people are saying. I love you, but go play with the K2. Okay, guys, I gotta get caught up. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know if it's somebody that's around the corner from me, but I've gotten over the years to where I know that if I hear something that it's not going to be a person. Now, just see, today's Tuesday. Over the weekend, I think it was, maybe Friday, I was sitting outside at nighttime, killed. Hold on, I'll finish my comment in just a minute. There. And I started hearing flute music. I've never heard anybody, none of my neighbors plays music, but this was a flute and it's very soft. Have a great night, Troy. Hang on, I'm still trying to get caught up. Okay. Uh, now, uh, uh, Terry, when he paces back and forth, is it all the time, or is it only at a specific time of the day or a certain time of the night? Yeah, that's the way I am, Peggy. I drink coffee all the time. Now, Peggy, I don't know if you heard me or not, but you was asking me where you could send a screenshot, and I was letting you know that if you're on Twitter, you can send it to me there, or you can email it to me. But a few nights ago, this past weekend, whenever it was, I'm sitting out there smoking, and it was real soft, but you could clearly hear flute music, and it was about 10 bars, 10 or 12 bars, repeating panel, Panel. You're not making a K2 go off. Nighttime in the wee hours. Yeah. Now I drink coffee. I can wake up at 3 in the morning. I'll drink a cup of coffee, go right back to sleep. But the flute music at night, yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't really late, but it was up there. Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool, but that's something that's new for me because I know for a fact nobody around me plays music, and that was not a radio, so it can't be somebody listening to music, and it was the same bars over and over. So I'm trying to figure out first off, where's the music coming from? Trying to debunk it, not trying to deny anything. And since I know the neighbors ain't involved, I know it's not a radio, and I know it's not nobody on the property, that leaves only one thing could be. Terry, do you have the app that I'm using? I'm a bad influence, Amber. Next thing you know, I'll have you eating Skittles. Yeah, but Amber, yeah, the drums, they to me, it's got a beautiful beat to it, and if you're not used to them, it'll freak you out the first time. You hear, hang on, KJ, you hear voices in this? Is still on panel? Yeah. Because I know I got the volume turned up and it's making a beeping noise and a like a static noise. This app here, Woodham, all right, let me back it up. There you go. This app right here is called the Ghost Ghost Hunting Tools. It's for, I know, the Android. I don't know about the Apple, but uh, Ghost Hunting Tools, and it's a free app. It's free download. Now you're talking about tarots. I just got symbols, and of course, talking about drums, it could be talking about symbols for that too. But I'm not sure if it's spelled the same way. Strawberries. Oh, hold on. Ooh, angel food cake. Strawberries. Um, so you got this app. Wait a minute. I'm I'm confused. Don't take much. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hang on. All right. You got that one. Let's see who asked for it. Okay. Terry asked for the app. The app's called Ghost Hunting Tools app. Uh, I'm actually not on Facebook. I would love to see that picture though. Okay, Terry. It's, it's an easy app. You just basically turn it on, and you can always erase the words or names or whatever. You can erase it. I'm not sure how many you can store, but what I like to do is every time I get ready to use it, clear out the memory so that I have a just a clean slate. Yeah, Gary, I can't do Facebook. It's just I tried it a long time ago, and it had too much politics, too much drama, and of course now with the way the world is, there's some great people on there, but there's a lot of idiots, and uh, I can't tolerate idiots. Good people, I love them. Yeah, I don't either, Amber. It's just it's not worth it. Oh, there's a name I don't know. They could be talking about the flower, but Lily. Yeah, you're right. It shows the true heart of a person on Facebook. Okay, guys, about maybe 15 more minutes, and then we'll jump off because I'm not sure if April will be coming on tonight. Somebody is bound to be coming on at 8 o'clock, and if they do, I want to be able to support them. Yeah, see, you see, Lily. And look, your granddaughter's grandchild's daughter, your family member, is named Lily. Hmm. I'm glad I found this app. I don't even know if I got it from uh, Amy and April or if I found it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was watching, I was on their live, and that's how I found it. What's wrong with the phone now? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I have to agree with you 100%. I miss the good old days. Man, when you actually had to pick the phone up like you're talking about. Yeah, we've still got phones, but we don't use them like we used to. Now there are families that the mom will send a text message to everybody in the family, dinner is ready, and they'll come out of whatever room they're in, still holding their phone, and go to the table and eat. I mean, back when I was a kid, mom called you and you come running, you sat down as a family, you ate. People now, they're glued to their phones. They don't talk no more. Hold on. Tragic. I think they're going to say something else here in just a minute. Go ahead and say it. What is that? Salvation. I couldn't see all of it. Let me get caught up again. Who's saying hello? Hey, Nicole. Glad you could make it. Yeah, there is too much texting going on in the house. And I agree. I mean, we should we should all just get along and you know, yeah, we may not agree with everybody. We may not agree with everybody's comments, but we can agree on being able to just be friendly. I'm glad you slipped in. You slipped in at a good time because I was just letting everybody know that. And see now it's 34 at whatever time you're at and everybody else is at. For me, it'll be 7:30. 7:45. It's 7:35 now. 10 more minutes. We're probably going to jump off and wait for whoever comes on at 8. I can't remember if it's April or who, but somebody comes on at 8 o'clock. And now I got Oracle. You could really make me happy and light that up. You love lighting it up over here when I have this thing going on the table. So how about making me really happy and light that thing up? You haven't done that since I got it. Just make it one more one more green light. Just light one of them up. That's all I'm asking. I know you can do it. You played with the phone over here. Just go over there and tap it. Put your hand on it. Touch it. You can make it light up. I know you can. So it's 8:36 there. Um, yeah, Gary, you're a few hours ahead of us, and, and let's see. I still cannot figure out how to go live. Kindle. Hang on, Amber. Kindle. I can't see. Okay. Kindle. That name sounds familiar. Amber, I have not forgotten about you. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I mean, I really am. And it's always fun to be able to sit and talk with each one of y'all. And Amber, I already told you weeks ago that me and you would talk and go step by step on how to go live. And I have not forgotten about you, and I'm sorry that I have not done that yet. I really am. But me and you need to get together and just go step by step on how to do it. Well, yeah, that's what I'm waiting on is a laptop. I'm still waiting on a new tablet too, because the one I got is a piece of crap, and it's about to play out on me. That's my coffee cup. That's my small coffee cup. Honestly, I think that if these guys here really ever lit that K2 up one time, if they actually was to do that, I think I would probably wet myself because I'd be so excited. And I've had it for maybe 3 weeks, and I've used it in here two, three times, and I've even tried it at like 3 in the morning. Haven't gotten a reading yet. They just don't want to play with it. It keeps sliding off. Well, super glue or Velcro. Yeah, the app, this app here, sometimes it does give random words that we may not understand, or that what we may not be able to connect it with. But a lot of times it will say stuff that we can connect the dots and understand it. Batteries is the problem for me. Light bulbs, I have not, in almost 2 years, you ain't gonna believe this, but in almost 2 years, I have not had to replace one light bulb. Oh no, wait, that's not true. I have. I replaced one light bulb in almost 2 years. Batteries, and go through them all the time. Speaking of batteries, how's the okay? 64%. And this battery here is fixing to die. It's what is the this battery on this one is at 34%. Yeah, I agree, KJ. Wow, 3 years. Go ahead, you can say it. Come on. Funny story. For some reason, when I go to another person's home, sometimes I make the lights flicker a lot. Yeah, my friends. That would be cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I stop clocks and watches. I break mirrors. I mean, we used to have light bulbs explode. Whoa, Gary. Freaking weird ways in certain rooms. Now, was that just at one home, or did that was that at different places? Yeah, Amber, it is. But this is typical for me. At nighttime, it gets active like this, and then during the daytime, when I'm out trying to investigate, it's hard to even get them to say anything. But at nighttime in my room, it is hyper. Oh man, it would be hilarious. Man, it would be fun. I'll tell you that. We'd be making each other laugh and all kinds of cool, funny things going on around us. We might have to have one of those, kind of like the old foreign exchange students. We may have to have something like that where we swap people out. Huh, this is new. Are you enjoying the quiet, or do you rather have a little bit of noise? Yeah, you wanted to make changes, but they didn't. They don't like change. That's the reason why a lot of times it gets real hyper whenever a lot of renovations going on. If people want to renovate the house, make improvements, it just makes everything go crazy. Excuse me. Dang. Okay, guys. As much as I hate to do this, um, oh, that was probably probably somebody sneezing. And as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off for tonight. Somebody will be coming on about 8. I still don't know who it is. Oh, but I can check and see. Hang on. I got an idea. I'll look at the calendar. There you are. Give me just a minute. Give me just a minute. Let me look up calendar real quick. Ah, what's that? September. Couldn't have been that far. There it is. Hang on. I'm looking to see if it comes on tonight. Ah, yeah, April should be coming on if she's able to. Well, thank y'all for being here and spending time with me. It's really boosted my spirits up because I really have been kind of down. And I appreciate all y'all coming in, showing support and your love. I was glad I caught up with all y'all because I haven't spoken to y'all in so long because I've been missing the streams on Amy and April and Troy. I've been missing those. So thank y'all for being here and keep a check tonight at 8 o'clock. April should be coming on. If not, somebody else that somebody else in the family is going to be coming on at 8. So let's make sure that we try to support them if we can and be there for them. I'm probably going to bounce around a little bit. I still haven't eaten all day, but get me a little bite to eat, another cup of coffee, and I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful night, and hopefully I will talk with y'all again very soon. Hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you, and good night.